One Battle After Another is a very well-directed movie. I think this movie has some of the coolest ways of filming car chase scenes I've seen in a very, very long time. If you don't know anything about the movie, let me just kind of back up, rewind, so that you know what I'm talking about. If you have no clue about anything about this movie is about a revolutionary who ends up sort of washed up later on in his life, years after he's kind of been done being a part of a revolution. But what's interesting is it comes back to haunt him after someone from his past comes back and tries to steal his child. There's a lot more to that, but that's like kind of like a major sort of twist kind of thing, but I don't really want to spoil that for you, but there's a major twist, kind of has a lot to do with that kind of aspect of everything. I kind of guessed it pretty quickly. I think most people, if they're looking for something, kind of it'll click in their head, it'll tell you without you really looking for it. But this movie is almost like 3 hours long. It's about 2 hours and 42 minutes. And to be honest, this movie felt at times like there was a little bit missing, which I don't know if that's just me or if there was a longer version of the movie out there that would kind of like explain some certain things and like a little bit longer moments. I think studios are very scared of the 3 hour mark. I think a 2 hour and 59-minute movie is better for them than a 3 hour movie. If the 3 hour movie was going to be a better film than the 2 hour and 59-minute movie, I still think they would do the 2 hour and 59-minute movie just because of that scary 3 hour mark. And I think sometimes they force filmmakers to cut a film down to be 245, 230, just to make it not 3 hours long. Anyways, the acting by everyone in this film is incredible. I think the direction, in my opinion, is really what sells my appreciation for the film after you see it. Because the scene that you're talking about happens at the very end. So this is specifically what I'm talking about. In the final car chase scene, so basically a car is chasing the car that is being driven by the daughter. But it's not a normal road, it's kind of a road with a lot of hills and a lot of valleys like this. And the way the camera's angled, it's very down, it's like right here on a car. So when you're going up a hill, you can't see it, you can't see anything because the hill's like this, covers the camera. Sorry, my monitor's over there, I was trying to make sure I was doing the angle right. You can't see the hill, like you can't see the road down here until you've crossed over the hill. So it's very like intense because you're like, what's happening next? Hopefully everyone continues moving and like you just hope it's very intense. Because you're just constantly like, what is on the other side of this hill? What is on the other side of this hill? Something I thought was really interesting about this. So they did the shot. They filmed the whole shot. But they did it too well, they thought. It was like a perfect glide. When they went, it was a perfect glide over the hills. Like it didn't feel shaky like it does in the movie. So what was interesting in part of filmmaking that I have always found really interesting, they actually unscrewed the rig that was holding the camera to the car just a little bit, so that way it was shakier, so that way you got more of the road bounce as you go over the hills, which adds to the intensity of the film. I think this is a film that you just have to watch, experience. There's a lot going on, and I think the best way to do it is throw your phone into a locked box and just give it your all, and I think you'll really, really appreciate it. I think the movie is definitely in a running for Best Picture, in my opinion. From the movies I've seen, it's probably up between Sinners and One Battle After Another. Maybe there's another one, maybe that I haven't seen yet, or I'm just not thinking of right now in the moment. But yeah, what do you think is going to win Best Picture this year? Because I mean, you cannot make a video about One Battle After Another and not talk about that. So let me know in the comments down below what you think will win Best Picture this year. I'm very interested. If you want to, you can follow us on Instagram. It's @MediaByCompany, and TikTok is @MediaByCo for all shorts and all that stuff. Patreon has ad-free podcasts exploring cinema, Diary of an Indie Filmmaker, and Slash It. I do want to mention really quick that I'm going to be changing some videos out. I have a big idea for like a consecutive kind of series, but it's very different, and I'm making it like episodic. It's an episodic show, so my goal is probably will be moving down one well-edited video to a week, and then that episode, and then back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, because that one is going to take a lot to edit. You'll see what it is in a minute when I can do it. I have it written, so I'm just getting some stuff prepared, and then we'll jump into that. So yeah, so thank you all, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.